Good morning. It is a very foggy and wet morning today. And welcome to this third installment in me reading for the Hugos. Yesterday was a really nice sunny day. It was warm, or fairly warm for a spring day. I think we had like 14-15 degrees, which was super nice. This morning though, when I checked the temperature outside, it was 1 degree. So almost freezing, almost. And not warm at all, but the sun is shining, so I'm not complaining that much. I am now on chapter 7 in the book, and I must admit that it has taken me a while to actually get into the book. So normally I read like 50 to 100 pages before DNFing, and I was thinking about DNFing this, but I was thinking no, it's a thick book, so I'm going to give it 100 pages, and I'm glad I did because I'm past 100 pages and I'm currently enjoying it. Not as much as the other books that I've read for the Hugo so far, but I'm still enjoying it. as you could see, I tried sitting outside to read earlier, and I did for a little bit, but I didn't have a lot of energy. And as you can see, I'm in bed because I am not feeling well at all. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but I have a bad cold. And yeah, I'll probably spend most of my time in bed today. It is what it is. I find it super inconvenient to have a cold. It never kind of fits in your life. And I currently don't have a lot of spoons to read, so I'll see how much I'll be able to, but I don't think I'll read much, to be honest with you. But yes, I've said this in a previous video that sometimes when people film, all you see is like the sunny side of the life, but life isn't just sunshine and roses. So I think it's important to show you a little bit of when things aren't as great as you wish they were. It is early morning still, sitting outside, but it's not warm. It's quite cold actually. I'm not quite sure how cold it is, but it's early in the day, so it's quite cold. Trying to keep myself warm with a cup of green tea, but we'll see. I'm just going to have a little chat with you, and then I'm going to go back inside. But the thing is that last week I've hardly read. I've read a little. I read a little a couple of days ago, but other than that, I've hardly read it all. Most days the last week I haven't read anything because I've been ill. And when I'm ill, sometimes I can read, but this time I just didn't have the focus, and I didn't want to stress about it, so I didn't read. So that means I'm not even halfway through Witch King, and I don't know, sometimes I'm enjoying it, other times I'm struggling a little bit with the book, and I don't really know why, because it's well written, but I think sometimes there are these like long fight scenes, and if there's something I'm not that keen about in books, well, there's a few things I'm not keen about in books, but when it comes to long fight scenes, I don't understand why we need them. Some people probably like them, just like some people like a lot of spice in their books. I don't like that either. I'm just looking over there because I can see a big blob in the sky. I think it's raining like that direction. It's not raining here, and of course, well, I've been sick. We have like this really gorgeous sunny weather, but now that I'm not sick yet, well, I'm not 100% yet, but I'm well enough to go to work today, so that's a good thing. Still feeling a little bit tired and stuff like that, but that is life. Today at least I am not sick enough to stay at home, and yeah, it'll be good to go back to work. I am working late today because it's a Wednesday, and I will try to get some reading done before work. I have a couple of errands that I need to do in town. I am going to pick up some bags for laundry, and I also want to go to Systrarna Grene and pick up some stamps. I want some stamps for my journaling, and they have some really cheap alphabet stamps, or cheap-ish alphabet stamps, and they have all the Norwegian letters, so that's a good thing. So I'm going to do that and get those alphabet stamps. And other than that, another update is that we have now booked flights and hotel for Worldcon in August. So we will be going to Worldcon. I also wanted to say a little bit about the Hugos, some thoughts, because I was reading another con goer, another person that has been to quite a few of the cons that I've been to. I'm not sure if I've actually met him in real life at cons.
probably have, but I don't know, I don't remember. My memory sometimes is really bad, especially when it comes to people, but I know who he is. Anyway, he talked about the Hugos like for 2023, and unless you've lived under a rock, you will know that 2023 was in Chengdu, and the Hugos then was decided by people that were like not decided on, because there was like votes and stuff, but there were like a lot of stuff going on with those Hugos that were pretty much a disaster, and a lot of people seem to like think this will bleed into this year's Hugos and this year's con, but I don't think so, because there are other people running it, and there are other people looking over things, and the people who actually, if they were like connected to this year's con, who were like, or this year's Hugos, if they were like connected to last year's, they are actually not involved anymore. There was like a statement from the chair of this year's Worldcon, so I think it'll be good, and also it will be good to see friends again. Some of them I haven't seen since we went to Worldcon in 2019. But that's enough of me babbling. I am going to go inside, drink my tea, and read a little bit. Good morning, and I am sitting outside, and it's like too cold for that, but I just wanted to finish up this video because I have decided that I am going to DNF Witch King by Martha Wells, and I'm not doing this with a light heart, to be honest with you. I really wanted to like this book. There is nothing really wrong with it per se. I've talked a little bit about like long fight scenes and long battle scenes that aren't really my cup of tea, because there's some of them in here. At least I felt there was like some long ones, and it feels kind of strange to DNF this when I've read almost 290 pages of the book, because normally I would not give it that much, but I had high hopes. I really wanted to like it, and there have been like parts that I kind of enjoyed, but it was just for a little while, and then there was something that no. So I am not going to finish this book, and yeah, with a heavy heart I have decided that I am DNFing it. And I really wanted to like this book so much because I've met the author and she's so nice, and I can't really find anything like at fault with it either, because it's well written. The world building is really good, and yeah, there's nothing really wrong with it per se. It's just it just doesn't grip me, and I don't really find the characters very likable. I'm not saying that the characters has to be likable for me to like a book, but yeah, that it doesn't help in this book. It doesn't help that I don't like the characters. I'm not sure if I'm not supposed to like the characters. Don't know. Anyway, So that's the reason I am DNFing this book, and I am going to start another book rather than trying to struggle my way through this, because I have so many other books to read. And that is actually going to be the end of this video, and I will see you in my next. Bye!